Welcome to another SEGA News Bits. I'm Barry, with me is George. Hello, George.
Hello.
And I'm just going to give my first impressions of Pier Solar for the SEGA Dreamcast. Now, this is a game that came out way back when, I believe around 2010, on the SEGA Genesis and Mega Drive from the development team Watermelon Games, who also, I guess, go by Magical Game Factory. I guess they own Magical Game Factory's their website, something like that. Anyway, yeah, so the game has been, it's been out for ages on the 16-bit console. However, some years ago, I think about 2 or 3 years ago, they did a Kickstarter, it got backed, and then people waited. And unfortunately for them, I didn't back the Kickstarter just because I think I was short on funds. However, fortunately for me, I did jump on the pre-order bandwagon the last week before it closed up, and following that week, I received a shipping notification and I got my game. So I played it for a bit. I even did an unboxing video, which I should be uploading within the week. But I just thought I'd give my first impressions on it. The packaging itself is beautiful. I ordered the Dreamcast, Japanese Dreamcast packaging. I know that a lot of people went for the UK style European packaging because they remade the original, in my opinion, too thick and ugly blue cases that Europeans love. I guess it's a nostalgic thing. I hate those cases. They're so fucking big. Anyway,
I don't like them either, but I was going to ask you, why did you get the Japanese version?
That's a good question. The reason I did is because almost every indie Sega Dreamcast game out there uses the Japanese box design. So, I mean, obviously I have a ton of American games, but when it comes to indie games, all of them look like the Japanese design. So I went with that. So
notice that they used the black American Dreamcast design for their, I don't know if you've seen that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think they should have used, the white or the black? What do you prefer?
I think it would have been cool if they did a reversible cover so you could decide which one you want. And who's to say they didn't? I haven't seen photos yet of the American one. But
yeah.
Upon opening the Japanese one, I was surprised by how much they put into it. There's this beautiful molded plastic clamshell case with their logo on it, the same sort of thing they did with the Genesis Mega Drive release. It came with a spine card. I opened it up and it had stickers, a poster. The manual was in full color. The disc is like the image is printed onto it and it kind of shows through to the disc, so it's nice and shiny. They use this really nice gold ink, and then on top of that, the cover to the manual is actually not the cover to the game. There's actually like a piece of nicely printed cardboard in front of it. So I'm not sure why they did that, but it looks very nice. And yeah, it's well worth the $50 I paid. Right now, I believe the game has gone up to $56 because that's sort of a, post-release thing. I'm not sure why they raised the price, but it's one of those you snooze, you lose sort of things. Maybe they expect people to think, oh, I don't want to pay more, so I'm going to buy the earlier version. But the game itself, it looks very nice on my Dreamcast. I do have to say, I'm trying to figure out how to change the resolution. You can play it in widescreen, however, not all TVs support that. Though there is another option to play it anamorphic, where the screen actually squishes and then you change your TV settings to stretch it. So it hasn't worked for me. And then again, I have a weird setup where I have a Japanese console hooked up to a VGA box, which is going into a VGA to HDMI output. So who knows? But don't
you play it on the CRT? I mean, full screen TV right now, anyway.
I play it on a modern flat screen TV right now, but I do have a TV in the back room that's one of the old Trinitron TVs, so I'm going to test that out. But the game itself, it's the same game as the Genesis one, with some improvements. It's considered a director's cut, so there's additional scenes, there's additional side quests, there's a really cool opening animated cutscene. You can select between the CD quality music or the original 16-bit music, as well as change the visuals on the fly to 16-bit or I guess you could say HD or as good as it can look on a Dreamcast. Obviously, a Dreamcast does not output a true HD signal, but yeah, it's just, I'm really impressed with the whole package. There's even VMU games, which were stretch goals, so I'm really looking forward to unlocking those. I believe there's 2 or 3 games, and I think they even utilize the VMU for maps. I could be wrong, I haven't gotten that far in the game, but it's, I would definitely say it's the most official sort of feeling indie game I've played on the Dreamcast outside of Stromwind and Wind and Water color battles or puzzle battles, whatever.
So yeah, I'm assuming that, as far as I know, the only exclusives for the Dreamcast version are the VMU games, right?
The VMU games, yes, that's a good point. This is out on Android. I believe
I have it on PC. It's on
Linux, PC, Mac. Yeah, it's on
everything.
Yeah, it's on everything, and you could play it, actually, the HD version, for quite a while. The Dreamcast one is the one they've been working on. Yeah, I believe the VMU games are the only real exclusive, though it is a pretty cool exclusive. I can't think of any other indie Dreamcast games that take advantage of the VMU. So good on them for figuring that out.
Oh yeah, we had him on their podcast, which we could link somewhere around here.
Yeah,
and talked about a lot about this game. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. He did say he was going to deliver on the packaging. So what do you think?
Yeah, definitely 10 out of 10 on the packaging. It's just great, and you know, they faithfully reproduced the US version, the European version, the Japanese version, and I don't own it, but the collector's box is even more amazing. There are photos online.
There's another version that comes with more stuff.
Yeah, well, it's like a special box, and inside are, you know, all these little tchotchkes. You know, you have like a little figurines and a little dongle, I guess, for your cell phone, and it comes with. And you've seen this. The strategy guide is very nice. It almost looks like it's leather bound.
Yes, it looks amazing. I was actually very, very, very shocked at the it looked like a quality book.
Yeah, so, and it was only selling for $39, which surprised me. It's not that expensive for the quality of the strategy guide. Yeah. So
yeah, have you played on any other versions?
Just the Genesis version.
I have it on PC, and if you guys are like looking for a traditional JRPG that like reminds you of the Sega Genesis era, definitely pick it up. I mean, you could probably, if you can't afford $50 for a beautiful printed Dreamcast version, then definitely pick it up on your console of choice when it's on sale, or for $15. I think that's what the MSRP is on it.
Yeah,
so definitely worth it.
Yeah, definitely. Or if, you know, there's an upcoming Wii U game you want to buy, save your $60 and buy a game for $10 less on your Dreamcast, and you're good to go.
Pack of beer. You're done, dude.
If you'd like more Sega news, check us out at SEGAbits.com. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and follow us on all our social networks.